Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast booth. The city backflow, excuse me, choking over here. We had the good folks in Palestine fed us a nice little meal here before. JD was, he had ate before he came, so I ate his portion as well. So anyway, I'm coughing it up at the beginning, but anyway, it is beautiful Palestine, Texas, and it is Maybank Panther football, and we are at the City Backflow Sports Desk. It is a mobile sports desk tonight, and it is at Wildcat Stadium here in beautiful Palestine, Texas. Spent some time here, JD, in my media past. Spent a year here at the newspaper, a little over a year. Enjoyed my time there. See one of my fellow colleagues from my time back there, Mr. Joe Ellerson, hanging out, getting ready to take some pictures, and just kind of brings back memories. It's been a while since I've been in this booth, and I'm excited to be here. But, you know, JD, I'm excited this time to be wearing the green and black, and as always, I'm excited to be here with you, buddy.
Absolutely glad to be able to join you on this here adventure.
Sometimes I got to remember to come up and take a breath and let JD talk. My goodness, you know me. I'll get going. I'm not a really talkative person in, like, my regular life, but something about, I guess I got that performer syndrome, you know, something about whenever that mic turns on, I got to go talk. So.
Got that passion for what you do, brother.
Yeah. Well, JD, we have we have got a battle to not be in last place tonight.
That's
we'll just
right.
call it what it is. So it is two teams trying to fight off being the last place team in the district here, as we are not in the final week, but of course going into the final week of play. These are two teams again that are historically have been, you know, two pretty good programs. I've been a little bit down, you know, both of these as well. Again, I'm over here. I'm still dealing with this sandwich stuff. It was a really good sandwich, but I'm still finding like pieces of lettuce and stuff over here. So sorry. But anyway, these are two traditionally good programs that have had their ups and downs. That's what I was trying to get, their ebbs and flows over the last few years. They both brought in new coaching staff somewhat recently. And funny enough, JD, I have it on my little notes. As I told you, I had a little extra time this week, so I've been taking some really good notes this week. But on my little personal notes here, I've got a kind of a weird connection to both of these guys that are head coaches on these teams, but it's kind of the opposite situation.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for a moment of silence.
Well, I'll tell you about it on the other end. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
The national anthem will be performed by the Palestine Wildcat Band Saxophone Quartet, including senior Ariana Cody, freshman Juan Garcia, junior Braceland Johnson, and senior Brennan Land.
All right, so back to it here. Again, sorry about that. So just again, real quick, it's just stuff like this doesn't happen all the time. You know what I mean? So I think it's a pretty cool deal. As we, so again, whenever I was in high school, I played at McKinney North High School. I'm from McKinney originally, and the Palestine head coach James Reyes was actually one of our offensive coaches, and I played offense or whatever. So I want to say he was my one of the wide receiver coaches. So he was a wide receiver coach at my my high school I went to, right? Well, Coach Reyes' dad was a coach at McKinney High School across the street, right? And it just so happened that I believe he's the man that hired his offensive I don't remember if it was offensive coordinator or just the quarterback coach at that time, but he hired this guy named Sean Copeland, who just so happens to be the head coach of the Maybank Panthers now. So, Coach Copeland coached against me in high school, and Coach Reyes coached with me when I was in high school. And now we're on opposite sides as I'm in the booth, but they're down there on the field. But, me and Coach Copeland are together now, and Coach Reyes has got a pretty good broadcaster of his own over there in Tony Watson. So, it all kind of – it's funny how things work out, and it's just so how small the football world is,
Ain't it a small world?
It is. So, anyway, I've had this one circled on the books for a while now, just because I don't, the ironies of, we're all from the Metroplex and end up out here. But let's be honest, the best football is played in East Texas. So we're all football junkies, and we had to come out this way. It's just what it is. So looks like we are ready for the coin toss here as they're getting prepared. I don't know. No, it doesn't sound like we've got a microphone down there. So let's see what they come up with. Again, two teams that are on the rise this year so far. The Palestine Wildcats are at 0-8, 0-4 in district play. Maybank 2-6, 0-4 in district play as well. Again, got talented pieces and things to build on, but just haven't quite broke through. And of course, this is a really tough district to try and break through in. So, all right, looks like we do have a mic actually down there. So let's see what we got. So
I'm not sure if they want it or not, but Maybank will be receiving the opening kickoff. Not sure whether that means Palestine won it and deferred, or Maybank won it and decide to take it on offense first. But either way, Maybank going to be starting us off here on offense.
That they will, sir. And, that's one of the things that I will tell you this Palestine team, as they've got it locked down, is the kicking game. Again, I spent one football season. It was a little over a year, but I was here for one football season in Palestine covering these guys. And he was a sophomore at the time. He's a senior now. Have you ever seen a kicker that was good enough, or that was so good that the team as a sophomore couldn't deny him a varsity spot even if they couldn't give it up to the incumbent senior? So they couldn't necessarily give him the starting spot because there was a senior who was very good as well in Cash Hernandez. But he's actually I think he's still at TVCC kicking right now. So very good kicker in his own right. But the young man out there right now, number 10, Colt James, I can tell you I have seen his talents. And he is more Brandon Aubrey than he is any high school type kicker. The kid has got an amazing leg and can do some funky things to that football off of the toes. So I'm, again, I know some of these kids a little bit more intimately than I do a lot of our opponents, and I can tell you he's one I know a lot about. Is Mr. Colt James, and he also is one of the big legs on that Palestine Wildcat soccer team, which is one of the best in the country, not only the state. So James kicks it off, goes in front of Langford and rolls out of the back of the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, and Maybank will be starting from the 25-yard line, and we'll have 75 yards to go. And it is going to be the senior quarterback, number 4, Jackson Copeland, out to lead the troops. Going to be Jaden Thompson in the backfield with him. So good to see Jaden, and he's had a couple of little injuries here and there throughout the year, so it looks like he is healthy and ready to go from the start here tonight. Looks like it is going to be mostly your usual cast of characters, but I do see a breakup here in big Noah Spencer over at left guard tonight, kicking Andrew Wilson out to left tackle first snap here. Thompson has it up the middle and able to get good yardage on his first touch. Give him 7 yards on his first carry there, JD.
Hey, well, you bring out Noah Spencer to give you a bit of a beef in the size there of your line, and why not go right on the ground, just open things up. Nice 7-yard pickup. Keep doing that. That's how you win a football game.
Back to the ground here is Thompson. It looked like it was supposed to go left, but he saw space on the right. Doesn't actualize for him there, and I haven't seen him move it back. Now they do, so they're going to say a 2-yard loss. So it'll bring up now 3rd and 5. And, JD, look, I'm falling down on my job here. I hadn't even started running the clock yet. My goodness.
Goodness.
I'm telling you.
First, you almost forget to grab the thing at all, and then you forget to actually use it when we start. Come on.
Well, you don't got to tell all my secrets now. Copeland
waiting on you a hard time.
Waiting on the snap. It is a quarterback keeper all the way, trying to find somewhere on the left side and can't really get past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, might have even lost a yard there on that one.
Very well plausible.
I think they will give him back to the original line right there.
Yeah, I think the man running the stick agreed with your earlier assessment, but the officials are going to stay there. I think the man running the down stick really wants his opinion to be made clear, because he didn't move it back a yard, but he did move it back a good 6 inches just so everybody knew. So it is going to bring Ray Brager on for his first punt of the night. It is a nice punt here. And it's going to take a big bounce and roll. Savorian Martin is just going to kind of hang out near it before Maybank is going to finally down it at the 14-yard line. So Palestine going to have some work to do here on their first drive.
Tell you what, though, way to go, Ray Brager, flipping the field like that. That was a beautiful punt out of him.
Absolutely. Now, that young man you just heard me mention, that's Savorian Martin, he is somebody I expect to be featured here tonight. Hadn't got the ball a lot throughout the year, but he is a menace on defense, and as you see lined up in the bottom down there, that is what a Division I athlete looks like down there, folks. Committed to go to Texas Tech, 6'2", 185, and if I got to target that big, I'm going to target him. I know that. It's going to be a carry to start off the night. Believe that is number 1, Braden Beckworth, getting his first carry of the night. And it is who it was, and they're going to give him
4 yards
like 4.
on it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, not a bad little opener for them as well.
No, we've seen both running backs get decent carries on their opening their opening touch. Let's see if Palestine can keep any kind of momentum behind theirs. We've definitely not used the timeout yet. I'll fix that here in just a second. This time it's going to be a quarterback keeper, Brown, around the right side and be wrestled out after, 16-yard gain. So 16-yard gain there for number 9, Brown. I'm sorry. I think it's Landon is
Brown,
his name.
yes, sir.
Yeah. He is the latest quarterback for the Wildcats. A few that have played so far this year, as that time was looking for Savorian Martin way down deep. Just good coverage there by Gavin Foote.
Yeah, it almost became really good defenses. I think Foote might have had a better chance at that ball than Martin did at the end of it, but nonetheless, it harmlessly falls to the turf.
Yeah, and as I was saying there, Landon Brown, he is a sophomore lefty, and he is actually one of the leading receivers for this team. I'll get back to it here in just a second, as it was kind of a delayed pull there for him, as he's going to try the left side this time and has a whole lot of space still going before he's shoved out of bounds around the 28-yard line. So he goes from the 33 to the 28. So that's 17. So 29-yard gain that time for Brown, and those are 2 big chunk plays for him already. 2 carries, 47 yards.
Yeah, I think they're going to put him there at the 30. So
okay, so
I think he might have went out a little bit early, but nonetheless, still quite a nice gain from him.
And this time he is going to hand off to Beckworth. Beckworth fighting. and picks up 8 on the carry, so a couple of productive carries for him. But, yeah, Brown has moved over to quarterback lately, and he seems to be feeling comfortable over the last couple weeks from what I hear. And this time he is going to pull again, has enough for a first down, and is still fighting all the way up to the 10-yard line. So another chunk play, 13 yards and 3 carries, 60 yards for Brown, and that is exactly how you want your youngster to get going in an early game.
Absolutely, and right now this team, well, for a second there, they were running the hurry up, trying to maybe gas out this Maybank defense just a little bit, and it definitely had some success for them just then. So let's see if maybe they go back to it here.
And it looks like he is going to keep and falls forward for a few more. Looks like they're only going to give him 3 that time. So least productive carry for him so far, but still pushing forward into that right into the teeth of the defense there.
Absolutely. You love a quarterback that'll run and isn't afraid of a little bit of contact, right?
Doesn't even look like afraid. It looks like he's welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So again, it looks like he's going to try and throw this time, but able to duck out of a few, but finally Connor Santoro going to be able to come up and clean it up. That'll be the first sack of the night, and it'll be a loss of 4 yards. Looked like it was going to be a loss of about 8 or 9. Did a good job to step up into the pocket, but Connor Santoro, he's like a shark, he smells the blood in the water. He's going to come clean it up.
Yeah, absolutely he will. Right there, it'll make it a really long 3rd and goal here as they're set up on the 11. So got a couple plays left to do it here.
And again, they've got a great kicker, but at this level, this close, it's going to be real tempting for Coach Reyes if they're not able to pick it up on this play. Let's see what they get. Is Brown looking, throws it, and it's behind Martin. He had Savorian Martin wide open, just a little bit behind, was trying to throw into a window, and it'll be incomplete.
New group going to come out there, so I think they're just going to be content with taking the 3 points here.
Yeah, I think they maybe were trying to pick up a few yards, but saw the chance and just not able to capitalize on it. But again, when you've got a kicker that's this good, you just you put your points on the board, especially in a game like this where you don't really know what's going to happen. Kick is up and kick is good. Hate to say it, folks, but he is as advertised, I promise. I'm not overhyping this kid. So after a possession apiece, it is 3-0. We're going to take a very short break and be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
All right, 3-0 Wildcats on top here at home, and it is senior night tonight for these Wildcats. Another thing to mention for Savorian Martin, who we were talking about before, he's actually going to be playing in the Navy Bowl, which is broadcast on NBC. That's a big deal. That's like the biggest high school all-star game there is. So big deal for him, and congratulations to him. Again, be heading off to Texas Tech in the fall. Ball is kind of wiggling around on the tube, but finally picked up. Nice to get around, but it's going to be disaster as the ball is going to come out in the end zone and the Wildcats are going to be on top of it. There is a flag out. Let's see what happens. So it was Bryson Morris took a big shot there.
We had the official in the middle waving it off, so we will see what the penalty flag is going to be. As it stands right now,
holding.
Yep,
holding on the offense. Went against, they said number 12, so I guess Cannon Hyde going to be stuck with it. So it will remain a fumble recovered by the Wildcats in the end zone. And so now they will put their first touchdown on the board without having to use the offense.
Hey, I tell you right there, that's a reason you take your 3, as you don't get greedy and good things come to you.
That is a good call right there, JD. A lot of times we're on the same wavelength, but I didn't even think that. And you're exactly – I mean, that is exactly right. I mean, that is the truth.
I mean, if you run the chance of trying to get a 4th down play to go in, it doesn't happen, and then your turnover on downs, you have no chance at all of making that play happen.
So, James, the extra point sails on through, and I'm telling you folks, unless somebody gets a finger on it, those aren't going to miss tonight. So that's the only reason I say it, because again, we see it at the professional level. If you have a kicker that's that automatic, man, it can change some things. I mean, look
Absolutely.
at that. Anybody see that Giants Broncos game a couple of weeks ago? I mean, field goal kicker misses 2 extra points, and what are the Giants end up losing by? 1 point. 1 point, so it is literally the difference in games. So
absolutely.
Well, speaking of games, man, there are some big ones going on this week. As we were talking about in the truck heading here, if you look at the standings for this district, you got Kilgore, Lindale, Pine Tree, Henderson, Chapel Hill, Maybank, and Palestine in that order. Everybody but number 1 is playing the people that are either directly above or below them tonight. Lindale and Palestine playing for that second place. Henderson and Chapel Hill playing for that final playoff spot, as a matter of fact. And then Maybank and Palestine fighting it out here to not be on the bottom of the district. As James, again, going to kick this one off, and again is going to roll through the back of the end zone, and Maybank going to be setting up deep in their own territory. So, yeah, big slate of games going on this week, man.
Absolutely.
Bunch of big ones.
Some high-tier games for the district, that is for sure. It will shape it up for how it's going to end things.
And another one of the biggest 3A matchups of the season is actually going on about, 10, 15 miles from us right now, as the undefeated Fairfield Eagles are at Westwood taking on the Westwood Panthers. And I bet you that's a good one brewing over there right now. Copeland keeps. It's going to try and find some space through the middle, and looks like he's going to be able to fall forward for about a yard. So to bring up 2nd and long here for the Panthers.
Copeland with the carry. No gain. 2nd down.
Sorry, I just got to thinking about this. I should be writing that down. There we go. All right. So 2nd and 9 now coming up here for the Panthers. Again, Thompson in the backfield with Copeland. They send a man in motion, hand off, and going to be met at the line of scrimmage and brought back. So it's going to be no gain there on the carry. That was number 2, Wayne Langford. So haven't seen a lot of him getting, the sweeps and things like that.
I think they're actually going to.
Oh, yeah, they're going to drop him for.
Say he lost some there.
Oh, no,
they move him back up now.
You see, guy with the down marker, he wants
He's playing games over there with us.
He wants to make sure that we're having to work for it up here in the booth. I'm telling you, that's a hard job. I know it sounds dumb, but it really, trying to stay right where it is, see everything in the middle of the action, it's tougher than you would think. So Thompson split out to the right here of Copeland. Copeland fakes, and it looks like he's going to look to throw, rolling out to his right, trying to find a receiver. Eventually just throws it into the sideline there. So it'll bring up now 4th and long.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to bring up another 3 and out here for the Maybank offense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is exactly what it is going to be. I'm just realizing I'm missing a – oh, yeah. There we go. Jackson had a 1-yard carry. I was like, hold on, I'm missing a play here somewhere.
There it is. As it'll bring Ray Brager on once again to do the kicking duties.
Did an exceptional job on his first punt. Again, they're going to have Savorian Martin back there deep. It's a good snap. This punt a little higher, end-over-end kick. Martin going to field it at about the 45-yard line, waved for the fair catch, and then took off with it. So they are going to go ahead and whistle him down at the 45-yard line, and that is where the Wildcats will start their bidding here. Already up 10-0 on senior night for them here at Wildcat Stadium. And again, I was telling JD about this stadium. It's an older stadium, but you can see why they don't get rid of this stadium.
Yeah.
It's just there's this mound back behind the visitors' bleachers back there. And with the trees in the back, it kind of gives you this cozy feel of like it being like kind of built into like almost like a bunker or something, which is in a good way.
I don't know. It's almost like a coliseum.
Yes, there you
feel
go.
that you have on it. Like, oh, this is what we're watching right now.
That's the best way to describe it right there.
And boy, isn't football the modern day gladiators, isn't it? Come on now.
That is the truth.
Come on now.
That is the truth. The older I get, the more and more astonished I am that I used to be tough enough to play this game. Now, it looks like there possibly should have been a penalty there, but this time it is going to be a completion up to the 35, but it ends up being at the 26-yard line. So ends up going down as a 31-yard pass completion to number 4 that time.
Colton Metters.
Metters.
He just dragged 3 different Panthers with him like 5 yards down the field. That's what you call some hard running right there. That's some hard yards after catch right there.
Well, Beckworth going to be back there with Brown. And, Brown drops the snap and is going to go down. It'll be a sack. That is number 70. Oh,
it's going to be a flag thrown here on this close side of the field. I looked at the signal he gave, and I believe it's going to be an offsides against the defense, however. So,
well, sack would have been registered by Javante Rose that time.
5-yard penalty. First down.
Is that who they called the penalty on?
I'm not sure who they called it on, but it was on one of them, that's for sure. So, unfortunately, good play ends
Erased.
up work. Yeah.
All right, so Brown again waiting on the snap, and he's keeping it, and he's got it. Oh, no, excuse me.
Yeah, got to go down
up.
again.
Yeah, who is that's got him? I'm trying to see. It looks like maybe number 52 was the first one to get there. It's Mr. Aldridge. Him and Honey. They're not even related. I can't even get it. Can't get it out. Mr. Darrell. So that is going to be a big loss.
It ends up a 5-yard loss. So,
hey, we'll take
5 yards you got with the offsides, you now take again with the sack. So, going to have to throw it quicker. This time they do.
Yep. Too far out in front of Martin there. Just trying to throw it up to his big man there. Just kind of throwing a like an alley-oop down there, but just a little too far. And
ran out of field on that one.
That's it.
As it ends going out the back of the end zone.
That is it. But again, if I had a guy that's, that size out there on the outside, I think I'd go ahead.
I'd be throwing it up to him as well. Yep.
Especially as a young guy, it's kind of like whenever you're playing Madden, you pick out your favorite receiver, and that's who's going to get the ball the whole time.
Oh, absolutely. You run the designs for them.
So 3:48 left to go here in this first quarter. Palestine on top 10-0, but they have got a lot of work to do. 3rd and 10 here. And it looks like there was a little bit of early movement. They're going to get away with it.
Darrell going to be able to get to him again on the first contact and then cleaned up right there.
Let's see. Who is that?
I think it was number 68 right there. No.
I think it's number 60. I think that was Alex Lopez
there you
down
go.
there. Yeah, so Aldridge and Lopez combined in that time for the sack, and it is going to bring up an even more detrimental down here, about 4th and 20 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think that might have even taken them out of field goal range if they were sitting over there pretty close to maybe being able to tack on another 3, but now going to have to run a play here.
Yeah, and it looks like they are going to go for it. They're not going to punt. As you said, probably a little too long for a field goal attempt here. So let's see what they got. Or is there a timeout called, or are they just stopping the clock?
Looks like a timeout's going to be – oh, no, they're going to bring out –
Timeout. Palestine.
Okay, so Palestine is going to call a timeout.
Oh, and speaking of that, let me fix – I've had it that Maybank had taken a timeout the whole time. Let me fix that. There we go. Bada bing,
Palestine
bada
takes
boom.
the timeout here. Guess maybe Giving it a second chance here to
Well, I see
maybe
Colt
think
James
it
on the
over.
field.
So
I don't know if he's their punter, but Colt James is on the field. So
with where he's lining up, I think he's
punter,
going to go to punt it away. So it's going to be a short field for a punt. So good chance for them to lock the Panthers up pretty good here.
now they didn't.
And then they immediately
again.
switch it again. So I think they're trying to keep Maybank on their toes here.
So
As now they're going to bring on the field goal unit. So they go from running a play to after the timeout, they bring on the punt unit, and now
told
they
you he's
bring out
good.
the field goal unit. So going to put the trust in the leg.
Colt James, he's a good kicker. It's a good snap. It's a good hold. Kick is going to wind to the left and not get there. It's actually going to be fielded by Gavin Foote, who is going to return it past the 25-yard line and set the Panthers up in actually probably worse position now that I think about it.
It's one of those situations where I know you kind of get antsy and you want to get your hands on it, but right there I think you let that one go out the back.
But I definitely understand the thought process there.
Absolutely.
And it's not like it's a 40, 50-yard loss. It's about, 10, 15, somewhere in that neighborhood. So livable. Not lovable, but livable.
That's right.
It's kind of like me, JD. So first down coming up here. And low snap. Good job fielded by Copeland. And he's going to wind up and shoot one down deep and incomplete, trying to get it down to Wayne Langford. He was covered up pretty well that time by, it looks like, is that 18 or 19?
Didn't quite catch it.
Can't quite see down.
Number
there.
19.
I think it's 19.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. So Cowan Thomason.
So 2nd and 10 coming up here. I'm telling you, I'm not doing good on the clock here today. As this time it's going to be a handoff to Thompson, and he is going to take a big shot well behind the line. And it's going to go down for a pretty decent loss here, JD.
Yeah, I think he's going to lose, looks like almost 3-4 yards there on that one. Yep, 4-yard loss there on the second down rush. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 14.
I guess you see the arm strength of Copeland. He's got the ability to wing it down there. Let's see if they try and get it all through the air, try a crossing route here. It's Copeland looking, surveying. He's going to wing it down. And, Langford trying to catch it through traffic. Had a few different Wildcats in the area. Got his hands on it, but again, just a lot of traffic right there. Difficult catch to come up with, and that time just doesn't quite do it.
Yeah, had to kind of extend the body there to its maximum to be able to get the hands on it and just not quite able to grip it to the ground. So that one's going to fall incomplete. Bring on the punt unit once again. Ray Brager on to kick it away.
Good snap. This is a better looking kick than that second one. Looks more akin to that first, but it is going to be fielded. Big return here all the way back into Maybank territory, close to the 35-yard line. And it was number 5 that time. I believe that's Ashton Cook, right? Yeah, Ashton Cook, another one of the guys that's played quarterback for this team this year. Again, had 3 different quarterbacks of the Wildcats so far. That young man, Ashton Cook, I think he played a decent amount last year as well. Then you got Noah Hutchinson, and then the man that is playing tonight, London Brown. He has been the, again, most recent. And, again, looking back at their stats, was actually –
So got a blindside block against Palestine, so it's going to get a 15-yard penalty from where it finished there.
All right, appreciate that. So, had started the year as a receiver, did Mr. Landon Brown. 14 receptions for 162 yards and 2 touchdowns. Still now, after a few games playing quarterback, still highest in touchdown receptions and tied for total receptions for the lead. So obviously a very talented kid. Has also had a decent amount of rushing yards this year, 189 yards coming into this game. So obviously a very talented young man and kind of Swiss Army knife, able to plug and play him in a few different places. He's going to be set in the backfield here. Again, Palestine going to get away with a little bit of an early release as Brown throws one up. It was well outside. It would have been a remarkable catch there if number 3, Don Brooks, would have been able to come up with it, as it was thrown about 2 or 3 yards wide of the target there.
Just a little bit off the fingertips.
So Brown won for his first 4, but that one connection was a 31-yard hookup between him and number 4, Colton Metters. Mostly saying that because they didn't write Metters' name down. So. And this time, play going to be stopped, penalty.
Going to catch him for a false start this time.
Been a couple of times it's looked like Palestine got a bit of an early jump, but this time I guess it was enough that they saw. But it's only a penalty if they see it, you know,
That's
JD.
right.
So I can't blame them for
if you get
going
caught.
through it. Yeah,
That is correct. Going to back them up 5, bring up a 2nd down and 15, and they'll line right back down.
And Brown going to swing it out this time, and a couple of men coming up to make the play. Dwayne Langford and Quade Green up to make the tackle. It was number 25 on the reception. That is Quinn Marshall, tight end, also another youngster. So it goes as it goes as a loss of a couple there, JD. A loss of 3.
Sure does. Brings up a 3rd down and 18 now. So another long 3rd down here for Palestine.
They do get the snap off. And this time Brown just going to take off on his own, and that is just a senior play right there. Connor Santoro got pump faked a couple of times but did not bite. Stayed in his position, stayed in his lane, able to come up with the tackle, and now Palestine going to have to punt the ball away.
Yeah. This time they will definitely have to punt.
And play clock and game clock pretty much exactly lined up, so they are going to have to go ahead and punt this thing. But this punt should be the end of it. As a matter of fact, it looks like
actually the game clock is a little bit in front of the play clock, so they are going to get away with letting it go to the quarter.
Well, that is exactly the truth. So we're going to go ahead and step away. We'll take a quick break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media. Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Maybank Athletics. All right, back here to the City Backflow mobile broadcasting booth. Again, here in Palestine tonight. Wildcats got a 10-0 advantage, but they're going to have to punt the ball away to start this second quarter. Going to be Colt James doing the punting. It's a high snap, does a good job to collect it, and then just smacks one down, kind of a sideways leg kick. Foot fielded it at about the 13, 14. It's going to be taken down pretty well immediately there. And so Maybank going to be starting deep in their own territory. Got a little work to do to get down there and try and bring this back within a one-score game.
Yeah, they haven't been able so far to really figure out how to move the sticks yet. So this is going to be a good chance for them to hopefully try to get that thing moving. Is almost required of them on the offense right now.
All starts with one play. Maybe this can be it. Is it's going to be a handoff to Thompson, and how about that? He does what we've seen him do so well this year: move in between his tackler, his blockers, and find enough space to kind of slip through. That time going to be a gain of exactly 10 yards, and it'll be a Zach Pruitt State Farm first down for the Panthers. Right back to it. Copeland again going to hand off to Thompson. Looks like they ran the exact same play. That time is going to take a pretty big hit. 8-yard gain, but definitely going to be wearing that one for a minute.
Yeah, he felt that one, but hey, he did a real football thing right there, and he hopped right back up and went and lined up. So can't show the pain when you're out there.
No, and this time Copeland going to try and show off some footwork. And how about that? He is able to get to the edge. He was pursued the whole time, able to pick up a yard that time, but it looked like he was going to go down for about 6-yard loss. So great job by him just staying up and making this a 3rd and manageable. Maybank looking for their first Zach Pruitt State Farm first down here.
Be their second.
Excuse me. Yep. Thank you.
Second one this drive, actually.
Yes, Taylor. See, sometimes you just get in the moment.
I know, right?
3rd and 1. Copeland directing traffic, has Thompson shift over. Now waiting on the snap. Gets it. It's going to be a delayed handoff. Again, Thompson going to go up the middle. And, it had one man that had a chance to get it from behind, and that's exactly what happens.
Got him with ye old shoestring tackle.
But it is going to be a 16-yard carry that time.
And ball's actually they're going to say it popped out at the end of it, and it's recovered by Maybank a little bit further down the field. So actually got a little bit extra off of what the Thompson run was.
We'll take it. It's Copeland, and the offense going to go fast. Another delayed handoff to Thompson. Again, going to fight forward, able to pick up 6 on the play.
Yeah, they went a little too fast there for the chain crew even to get fully set up. So, but yeah, you're right. 6-yard pickup there on the first down run, and they're going to get right back to it.
Noah Spencer obviously creating a little chaos in that left guard position. At that time, pulling through and clears some area. It's not going to be as much of a gain that time, only a yard they're going to say. It looked like Thompson might have gone for a bit more, but
I think he tripped himself up in the backfield and kind of just lost his footing coming around there. So unfortunately, he's going to have to fall down a little bit sooner than I think he would have liked.
How about this swinging gate on 3rd down? And Copeland able to get the edge. Let's see where they place it at. Just enough for the first down. Needed 3, got 3.
It'll be enough for the first. So Panthers going to keep the chains moving here. They hadn't been able to do it all night long. And then finally here on this drive, something has ignited in these Panthers, and they are just cruising down the field at the moment.
Matriculating it down the field, as they say. Now Copeland takes a snap. Again, going to hand off to Thompson. Again, has space, fighting off the defender.
Good downfield block.
Finally caught from behind at about the 7-yard line before he is finally taken down. So it'll go down as a 17-yard gain. Does that sound right?
That sounds about right to me. But
Something
man,
like
that was some really nice downfield blocking by Gavin Foote there to be able to help out Thompson on that one and running through some arm tackles, and he'll find his way in.
8-yard touchdown.
Thompson, but then a late flag comes out on it.
Thompson with the touchdown.
So never great when that happens. So we'll see what the penalty flag is. I believe it's going to be after the touchdown. So we shall see.
That we shall. There's still some talk going on down there. Let's see. They're breaking out the meeting now. Let's see. Come on, guys. And they're going over to talk to Coach Reyes, and that's never a great sign. Well, I mean, for us at least.
Mm-hmm.
Got dead ball. Personal foul. Face mask. Number 7 on Palestine. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Result of the play. Touchdown.
There you go.
Interesting. Okay. So it will go down as an 8-yard touchdown run for Jaden Thompson, and it looks like the Panthers are going to stay in that swing and gate formation. Let's see if they go for 2 or flip it over, and it looks like they're
going to set up the normal offense here.
Oh, yeah, Brager's not out there, so can't go to the kick. We've seen it where Brager's out there as well, so they have the option, but it looks like they are going to stay with the offense here. Snap, Copeland rolling to the left, pitches it out, and it's going to end up out of bounds. Pitch was just a little hot there. I don't think Thompson was quite expecting it. It came out a little faster, I think, than Copeland wanted to. It just doesn't quite work out. So it'll be just the 6 points, but it will draw the Panthers within 1 score. That was the term I was looking for there.
That's right.
Couldn't think of it there for a second.
Well, 1 touchdown, that is. But, hey, like I was saying, they were struggling to be able to even pick up the first down so far in all of their drives. But right there, they were able to really piece it up together, do what they needed to do to be able to move the ball down the field as a cohesive unit. And I don't know if we've seen that kind of cohesiveness in a drive from Maybank Panther football in a little bit now. So
you are exactly right, man. Sorry, I wouldn't point at you to stop. I was like, yes, you're right.
No, you're good.
That's exactly it.
Okay, so I thought I heard them call it on Palestine.
Yeah.
However, they were sitting there walking off Maybank.
And now
they're going to go the correct way. Okay, making sure. I was really confused there for a second. So it looks like they're going to be – the kickoff is going to be set up at the 45-yard line of Palestine.
Oh. JD, my prediction from earlier is not coming true. With 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Henderson Lions up 28-7 on Chapel Hill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I predicted that was a Chapel Hill win. I apologize to the Lions. I have obviously still a lot to go in that one, but obviously I have besmirched you all in the wrong way. So Brager, kind of a knuckleball kick that time, was collected by the Wildcats. And so they'll be going to work just behind the 35 there, if memory serves right, which you never quite know for me.
It looks like going to be set up on 32.
Yeah. So a little further back than I expected, but at least I'm not senile at this point.
Hey, you
know
weren't.
what I mean? It wasn't on the 15.
You were within 5. I'll give it to you. You were within 5.
Yeah, it's whenever they start being on like the 40. That's whenever you got the real problem. So Brown waiting on it, takes the snap, going to whip it out to his left there. Nice breakdown, but not able to quite get his arms around it was Jackson Copeland. Going to be cleaned up from behind by Javonte Rose.
Get thrown out here on the sideline, so we'll see what that one was. A little bit of conversation with Coach.
I didn't really see much there. Almost looks like it may be in the way of a holding here, but you know me, if I predict, it'll probably be wrong. So
I did not see whatever it was that was occurring.
Well, there was definitely some contact between the DB and the wide receiver downfield a bit. And it's going to be a face mask call
on Palestine.
So, again, I think it was whatever – I didn't quite see who it was, but I think whatever receiver was down there was trying to throw a block, and it's probably what I saw was got the hands around the face mask area of the defender.
No, I think they miscalled that. I think he's about to go to a correction. I think they were trying to say that it was on Maybank that had the face mask.
Okay.
So it'll be a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down for Palestine here.
No, are they saying they're offsetting? Okay, they're starting to move. I was wondering if they were standing there after they had made the call. It was confused me a bit, and they're still really kind of talking about it. Looks like they were trying to determine the spot. So finally got after a little concurrence, they got the spot marked. My goodness, I cannot talk tonight, JD. Mark off the 15 yards, and that is going to put them up to the plus 48. So in Maybank territory now because of the penalty. 8:20 left to go here in the half. It's going to be a handoff this time to Beckworth. And Beckworth
in the backfield.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-yard loss. Only the second carry for him so far tonight.
Yeah, Alex Lopez.
Third carry.
Met him there 2 yards before the line of scrimmage. Came in like a wall on that one.
So 2nd and 12 now. I think me and you both saw the same thing. Javonte Rose down there celebrating a little bit on that loss. And they're going to get him that time again.
Blown
Should
dead,
be a false start.
Anytime it's blown dead, that usually means only one thing.
And it seemed to me tonight that it's looked like the receivers are maybe getting off a little bit quicker than the snap than the snap is going back. So not sure if it's a miscommunication or what it is, but we've seen it very close a few times, and we've seen it called a couple of times now. So Brown running to his left, flips it down to his receiver, makes a good move, and able to get to the 39 before being pushed out, and that'll be very close to a first down.
They're going to give him the 38, actually. They are going to get the first down.
That's number 11 there, DeAndre Turner. And it'll go down as a – what would that be? Man, you see? That's why I try and keep stats, folks, and I always end up losing myself, and this is where I lose it tonight. So Brown has a man down the middle. Almost a catch and almost a pick at the same time. Had his receiver there, Colt Metters. Ends up sailing over his fingertips. Right there was Hunter Watson, but not quite able to get his hands on it either. So it'll now be 2nd and 10. Again, Palestine already on that plus side, enjoying a 4-point lead after Maybank weren't able to convert their 2-point conversion. Brown takes it, fakes the pitch, and is going to keep onto the inside before getting around the corner, and that is going to be a penalty on Connor Santoro there. Going to be a horse collar called as he got the back of the jersey before taking him out of bounds.
So that'll be the second kind of detrimental penalty to him.
Oh, they're
never mind. They're
going
to waive it. Yep.
So they're saying so that's what they're signaling to Coach Reyes. He didn't get the collar. He grabbed a hold of the back of the jersey. Yeah, so
it was the back of the jersey, not inside of the pads. So they are going to waive it on that one.
Which is good. You know what I mean? It's great of them to catch it. I mean, there is a subtle distinction, but there is a distinction, you know?
Absolutely. So now they got to actually get the correct spot here on it. They do. So it looks like going to be 4 yards to go here for the first downs. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Wildcats.
Beckworth switching sides, going to be lined up on the right, and there's actually going to be a timeout called by the Wildcats before, so they want to think things over. Let's think with them a little bit about our good friends over at City Backflow. We'll be right back right after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Maybank Athletics.
Tirelessly, along with nutrition director Lena Anderson and assistant Kendra Butler, to provide
And back to it here. Cedar Creek Media, Taylor Honey.
J.D. Bird.
About 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Palestine has it third and short. Handoff this time to Beckworth, goes up the middle, and he is going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Looks like that was Joey Morrison and Connor Santoro coming up to step up and make the tackle there. This will be fourth and about 4 to 5 yards there, JD.
Yes, sir. And looking at it right now, it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there, so they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
See what they've got in their bag of tricks here. Try to hard
Went for
count.
a little hard count there. Could have got him as there was a jump, but they did not snap the ball. So
inexperience of a young quarterback, but he is doing great in that pocket. Ends up slinging it down, and oh man,
I tell you what, that would have been a miracle throw right there. And realistically, that was the receiver that kind of sold him right there on that one, as that was a beautiful job by London Brown to be able to put that ball in a perfect spot as he was being dragged to the ground. Oh
man, and I tell you, we've seen DeAndre Turner make a pretty nice catch so far tonight, and that one would have been in the highlight reel. I think he was amazed about his sophomore quarterback being able to escape there and just kind of took his eye off the ball for a minute. Let's see if the Panthers can respond here, as they are again going to – Copeland even got me there as he goes around the left side before he is pushed out of bounds. Gets a nice little positive gain there on first down. Looks like they're going to give him
maybe 3 yards on it.
Is there a flag down over there, JD?
I do not see any yellow.
Okay. You know me. Sometimes I be seeing things. So.
Actually, I tell you what, there is a flag on the ground.
It's going to go against Palestine, so
Offsides.
offsides.
There it is.
5 yards.
So that'll repeat the down as well. So 1st and 5 coming up here now for the Panthers. Hard count for Copeland. He's going to back them off. Looking over towards Coach Copeland. See what kind of offense he wants to run. Schreier going to go from left to right. Snap back, and it's another fake. Copeland rolling, has a man on his heels, going to try and throw it into traffic.
Whoa.
And that is almost a pick right there. Number 19, Cowan Thomason, did everything but catch it that time.
Yeah.
Watch the quarterback, knew exactly where it was going. If he catches that, that's going for 6 points.
That's going for 6, that's for sure.
So we'll here in just a minute catch you up on some of the scores from around the area. And again, there's a bunch of big games going on this weekend, especially in the local area. Got 2nd and 5. Copeland is again going to hand off delay to Thompson. Thompson bouncing around would-be tacklers, needed 5, picks up 6, and that'll be a Zach Pruitt State Farm first down.
So kind of picking off where he left off last drive is Jaden Thompson, as both times he's ran it, he's been able to go for positive now, so on this drive at least. So looking to continue it down the field, doing a little bit of nickel and diming they are. Just enough to be able to get through. So whatever it takes to move the ball down the field, we'll take it, absolutely.
Well, this time they're trying it with Copeland, who went to the right and is going to be stacked up. Does not get past the line of scrimmage. Don't think it was a loss, but definitely no gain. So to bring up 2nd and 10 here. And, JD, the guys across town, they're going to have to kind of get it into gear down there. Fairfield up 28-6 at halftime over the Westwood Panthers. And that Westwood team is supposed to be one of the best 3As in the state. They have been early in the season. They definitely showed that. But taking that loss last week and now on the verge of another one here is Thompson going to take the handoff. Jump cut is able to net him a few yards, and looks like they're going to give him 4 on the carry there, JD. So we'll set up 3rd and 6. There was a battle for playoff positioning. I think it was actually for the final playoff spot between Kearns and Cayuga last night. Cayuga with the resounding 38-7 win. So they are going to be seeded into the playoffs pretty decently well. If I remember, I've got it written down somewhere. I'll check it out here in just a bit. Make sure I got that all copacetically said. Copeland, waiting for the snap, does a good job of handling it. It was a little high, a little hot, and he's going to just whip one downfield too far for his receiver. Looks like he was looking for Langford. Yeah, it's Langford down there. Just a little too much, and it is going to be 4th and 6 now for the Panthers, and kind of close to midfield. This is the place where Coach Copeland will sometimes go ahead and take that gamble.
Absolutely. We've seen it quite a few times from him, but, hey, this time we're going to show a little bit of trickeration here as they're going to come up in the swinging gate once more. Here just in the middle of the field.
So Cooper Klein, the center, the lone lineman over the ball. Everybody else, as you see, far out there to the left. And
quick timeout's going to be called.
So obviously want to think things through. Probably wanted to see if they got a particular look from the Wildcats. And if they got it, we're going to run the play. But I would imagine they didn't like what they saw and decided to go ahead and take the
come
time
on out of it. Yep.
That's the one thing. It is hard to talk, write down stuff, and run the clock, all that kind of stuff at one time. You know what I mean? It's not working in like the coal mines or anything, but it is difficult. You know what I mean? So that is the one thing I have been really bad at all years. I made the timeout buttons, and I hardly ever use the timeout buttons. So I'm trying to remember tonight to use my time.
There you go.
Because if you made them, you spent the time making them, you want to go ahead and
might
use
as well
it.
use
So
them.
do want to just go ahead and say to everybody out there, of course, if you celebrate, happy Halloween to you folks tonight. Of course, let's just call it what it is, JD. It looks like a lot of folks are out trick-or-treating tonight.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't a ton of folks in the stands here tonight, so we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. As we know, we got a bunch of Maybank faithful back home, probably at one of the trunk-or-treats and hanging out and watching us. And that is not the best punt, but not the worst punt we've seen from Ray. It was, did a good enough job to pin Palestine back where they're going to have some troubles getting it through. It looks like they're going to be taking it at the 37-yard line. The Panthers, and again, things kind of snowballed there for a second for Palestine. For Maybank. They give up the field goal. The Colt James, about 35 or so yard field goal to Colt James. On the ensuing kickoff, Bryson Morris takes a pretty big hit, fumbles the ball, ends up as a Palestine touchdown. But that's been it really so far for the Wildcats. So Panther defense been playing pretty good. Let's see if they can keep this clean sheet going throughout the rest of this. It's going to be a fake pitch. Brown has a lot of running room, able to pick up about 14 on the play before being taken down. So one play and into Maybank territory. So you know what, JD? That's that old broadcaster's curse. Hasn't got me in a while, but there it is.
Just had to say something over there, didn't you?
I don't know if there's anybody next to me, so I'm not going to knock on that glass, or else I would. Brown lined up. He's going to swing it out, has the completion to the receiver, who does a really good job of getting around a couple of Maybank defenders. Looked like he was going to lose about 3, ends up being a 3-yard gain after the extra effort. That was number 6 that time. That is C.J. Jones. First catch for him tonight, but he is after that catch, will now be at the top of the Wildcats reception list by himself, as him and Landon Brown, the young man that's playing quarterback tonight, shared that at 14 apiece until then. Brown, that time, trying to find some space on the right, had nowhere to go. Matter of fact, they are going to give him a yard loss. Yeah.
Tell you what, that Maybank front tonight has been doing quite a good job of creating some turmoil in the backfield for Palestine, and that's quite a few times now that they have been able to take them down for losses.
That's exactly right. It's going to be 3rd and 8 here, JD, and if you can get them off of the field, still about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in this second quarter, you might have a chance to do something yourself as they swing the ball outside to Beckworth, and he is only going to be able to make it to about the 45-yard line, so that is not going to be anywhere close to the first down. Still about 5 to 6 yards to go there.
So now it is decision time over there for Palestine. Do you want to risk it and go for it here? Or do you punt it and make it even further that Maybank would have to go down the field to try to put points up before half?
Well, I don't expect another play to be called here before the 2-minute timeout, as my clock is a little bit fast now at that 2-minute timeout. So tell you what, while they take a timeout, we're going to do the same thing. We'll be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
All right, so it looks like it is going to be a punt for the Wildcats. It's a good snap, way up in the air, and Foot going to catch it on the 10. And so Maybank going to have 1 minute and 53 seconds.
It's going to be a long 2-minute drill for them, that's for sure, as they've got to go all 90 yards of this field to be able to put up some points here. If they want to take the lead before half, that is, they got to go all 90 yards.
Well, we've seen them put the ball in the air quite a few times tonight, deep down, throw the ball 30 yards downfield, which we don't normally see. So let's see what the idea is here. Oh, goodness gracious, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, folks. As it is a handoff to Thompson. He's going to pick up right at about 6 yards there on first down, so that definitely helps the cause.
Unfortunately, though, it does not stop the clock, so they gotta get things set and go quickly here now.
They do have 2 timeouts to work with. Let's see how they decide to use them. As that time, Thompson is going to pick up, looks like about a half a yard to a yard there. So 3rd and short. Let's see what Coach Copeland and the staff decide to do. Definitely not in any hurry here. Remember, Palestine will be getting the ball back to start the second half. But if you're Coach Copeland, you probably feel okay about where you are right now, so don't want to take the chance of the big mistake, especially this far back, and giving Palestine some momentum to get some points before half as they hand off to Thompson, and he is going to be stacked up there. Going to be close to another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down, but not quite enough, and it looks like Palestine going to take a timeout as well.
Yeah, looks like probably only a yard that was able to be picked up on that. So with where they're at on the field, I don't know if you go for this here. I think you have to just punt it back to Palestine.
I agree because, again, we've already seen Colt James tonight knock one down from pretty close to this same spot of the field.
Yeah.
It was on the other end. To be honest, we were inside of the booth, so I don't exactly – oh, there's the flag over there. There's really no wind.
No wind
looking,
tonight.
So that's not a factor, I guess. So, yeah, decisions here. And, again, with only 30 seconds, even if you pick up the first down, not a whole lot of good you can do other than just chuck it up and see what you get.
Yeah.
And, again, that's just going to that, don't want to make the mistake. So Then, as a matter of fact, I see Brager and Morrison both heading out. So.
Yep, Brager doing a little trot out, so they are going to punt it away to him. So Palestine's going to have the ball in their hands one last time before the half.
We'll have no timeouts to work with. They did just call their final one. So need a good punt out of Brager here. He's been doing a pretty good job all night. I'm knocking on this glass. I don't care. Good snap. There we go. Boomer. It's going to fly to about the 45. Martin has it, makes a couple of moves, and he is going to get out into space. And, yeah, unfortunately, folks, that's what happens when a Division I athlete gets a hold to the ball. They can do things like that. Savorian Martin going to take it back 55 yards for the return touchdown. And special teams has kind of been the bugaboo tonight for Maybank, and Palestine just feasting on it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it be the bugaboo for them in weeks past as well. And unfortunately, I mean, those are the kind of things you have to clean up in between weeks. You can't worry about fixing it in the middle of a game. So I would if I were Palestine, I'm looking to continue to exploit that all night long.
Extra point by Colt James coming up here. Good snap, good hold, and a even better kick. So 17-6, Palestine on top. Let's take a very short break. Be right back right after this.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Just about 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Palestine enjoying a 17-6 lead here at home. Senior night for the Wildcats. Colt James on to kick off the ball for the fourth time tonight. It's a good kick. Going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line. Bryson Morris trying to find somewhere to go. Got it to about the 13-yard line before he is taken down by a gang of Wildcats there. And Maybank going to have it with 12 seconds remaining on the clock. And pretty much would just expect him to, I was going to say take a knee. Maybe you go ahead and hand the ball off to Thompson one time, see if you can break something. But
really, I think on the last one, maybe they were trying to run out the clock to be able to get to the half. So right now, yeah, just go ahead and take a knee and get to the half and do what you were trying to the first time.
Let's see what they decide to do.
They are going to run a play, though.
So Copeland is going to just hand it off to Thompson. He's going to trot forward, pick up 5 yards, and that is the way that the half is going to end. So after a couple of quarters here, Palestine nursing a 17-6 home lead. We're going to take a very short break. We'll come back, get you the halftime festivities, and we'll be back here into the booth here in just a little bit to bring you the second half. So y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056. For nearly 30 years, years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your cart of your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts.
And historian Bella Stanley. Star Dancer of the Week is Karime Rodriguez and Shania Lyons. Captains, are you ready? Good luck, ladies.
Maybank Independent School District is proud to present the Maybank Panther Band from Maybank High School. On Monday, they performed at the UIL area competition and received
11th place in the competition. They made it to area finals for the first time in 7 years. Today, they will be performing their competition show Holiday, featuring the music of Green Day, Ron Nelson, and Hans Zimmer. We are very proud of our Panther band. Our soloists tonight are Olivia Bennett and Ryan Fritsch. Please give a warm welcome to the Maybank High School Band. The Panther Band is under the direction of Joel Weisberg, Brooks Tarkington, Gentry Ragsdale, Harmony Porras, Camden Mize, Joshua Porras, and Mark Wardrick Collins. We would like to give a special thanks to our sponsors, Dairy Queen, Magnolia Dental, Teague Chevrolet, Casey's Pizza, our MHS Band Boosters, JT Foot, Michael Rowland, Dr. Marshall, our incredibly supportive administrators, and all our Panther Band fans.
Eight kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Maybank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Maybank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Maybank Truck Yard, where Maybank comes to eat.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Maybank Athletics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare to be entertained by the Palestine High School award-winning Kit Kat drill team. Officers for the Kit Kat are Junior Lieutenant Valerie Garcia, Senior Lieutenant Alexi Weeks, Senior Lieutenant Bernice Medrano, Senior First Lieutenant Caddison Sanchez, and Senior Captain Kelsey Hogarth. The Kit Kat of the Week honor goes to Amber Leary. Kit Kats are under the direction of Esther Sparks and Assistant Director Marilyn Moore. Tonight, the Kit Kats will be performing a prom routine to My Sharona. We would like to say a quick thank you to our halftime sponsor, Mindy Chambers with Landmark Realty. Tonight, the Pride of Palestine, the Wildcat High School Band, will present their award-winning marching show, Bayou the Rhythms, in memory of the celebration of lifelong band member and close friend to all, Joseph Fabian. Joseph was a trumpet player and member of the front ensemble. The band is under the field direction of head drum major Madeline Estrada and Angel Wilson. The band members of the week are our seniors. The section of the week is the drum majors. After the band finishes playing, Cumbia announced our Wildcat. At this time, we'd like to announce your 2025-26 Van Bo, Michael Betty, and our 2025-26 sweetheart, Tamia Hunt. Congratulations. The band is under direction of Susie Allen, Jordan Sanders, James Dewey, James Wilhite, and Jacob Wellman. The color guards under direction of Shelby Leanish. The Wildcat Band would like to thank the administration, band boosters, band parents, and community for their continuous support. Go Wildcats!
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America, proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Hey, Wildcat fans, I might have your attention. Palestine Independent School District will ask voters to consider a bond proposition coming up on Tuesday, November 4th. Bond funds the construction of a proposed new career in technology education.
And back to the City Backflow mobile sports broadcast booth. We are parked at Wildcat Stadium tonight. We are, of course, Cedar Creek Media. Taylor Honey. Oh,
I better flip my thing
oh,
down.
You see? I thought it was me over here.
Hey, it's me slacking this time.
Well, you know me in the buttons. There's so many buttons in this broadcast booth, keeping them on. Sometimes I feel like I'm piloting a spaceship over here. I do have a lot of buttons in front of me.
Well, that time it was my error. They don't happen often, but
no,
they
don't.
happen. I'll tell you what, they do happen. I'm not perfect.
Well, you're pretty close, JD. So it is the third quarter of action. We had a defensive struggle in the first half. Palestine able to put 2 touchdowns on the board, both of them coming from special teams play, able to knock the ball out on a Maybank kickoff return and recover it in the end zone for a touchdown, and then a Savorian Martin 55-yard punt return. Other than that, just a Colt James field goal for them, as they're going to get the ball to start here, and actually receiving on about the 41-yard line there before being taken down at about the 50 was number 4, Colt Metters. So nice return to set up Palestine in a good spot. But yeah, again, we didn't see a bunch of offense at all there in that first half. Maybank as well, only able to come up with that 1 touchdown. It was an 8-yard Jaden Thompson run for the touchdown. And that is really about all we've seen. So Palestine is going to get the chance to put the first points on the board in this second half. And let's see if they are able to capitalize. It's going to be Landon Brown and Beckworth in the backfield. It was a pull there, but
quick false start to open things up here. Going to back up Palestine 5 yards, and they'll reset the down.
It's either the third or fourth one we've seen called on them so far tonight. So been a bit of a bugaboo for them to start things out. So Landon Brown and company going to have to start from 5 yards back.
It's kind of seeming like maybe it's a thing with the center. The center's not quite hearing the snap count maybe, and he's just a trigger too late on it. So they've caught him quite a few times with it now. So I'm going to have him set up 5 yards back to run it on 1st and 15.
Snap was good, and Brown keeping and able to pick up 2 yards, on the play. And this is a pretty young Palestine team. If you look up and down the roster, quite a few sophomores and juniors on this team, so they are building. And I can tell you, again, spent a year here at the newspaper, so they've got a talented, pool of players to come through here in Palestine. We're talking about some baseball players with the great Mr. Tony Watson, the broadcaster for Palestine before the game. Had a bunch of good ones, and a couple off the top of my mind I can think of, football players. Got John Denman and Perry Cole, as that's going to be a big sack that time for the Panthers. Who was that?
I believe that is going to be that's going to be Darrell.
That is. Big Darrell Aldridge.
Mr. Darrell Aldridge.
Down there making the play. But, yeah, got a couple of guys playing at TCU right now. Perry was a year older than John. I think John ended up actually going to Westwood for a year as well. But they're both now at TCU. John a running back, Perry a defensive guy. So I've always had a bunch of talent. Of course, the great Adrian Peterson came from here as well, and this time going to be a false start. And I can tell you who that was. That was number 11, DeAndre Turner, taken off from that slot position well before the snap, about a good half a beat there before the snap.
Mm-hmm. They're going to back them up 5 more, so this is going to be a really long third down situation. Palestine has been faced with these quite a few times here tonight.
Well, Palestine, again, 0-8 so far on the year. Negative 277-point differential for them so far this year, so they haven't spent a whole lot of time ahead in the game, so I think they're just kind of jazzed up right now, wanting to go make a play. Is Brown going to sling one down the middle? Had an open receiver, just not able to hang on to it there with C.J. Jones.
Well, I tell you what, he had 2 open receivers right there, and like you said, Jones, but also in Turner coming on the other slant from the other side. So both of them right there in the middle, wide open, goes into the hands of Jones, and he's just not able to hold on like you said. So it's going to bring out the punt unit. And Maybank is going to be able to get away without giving up points to open up the second half.
almost able to come in and block that there was Cason Schreier, but Foote going to have a chance to return it. Kind of reverse his field a little bit, and it doesn't end up helping him out much as he's not able to pick up any yardage. But I was a little dumbfounded there at the beginning of that play after the incompletion there. A little home cooking on the clock over there, JD, is about 12 seconds ran off of the clock before they stopped it after the incompletion. So Palestine wanting to shorten this thing down a little bit.
Yeah.
So it is going to be the Panthers out to take over their first possession of the second half. Let's see what Jackson Copeland and Pham have in store. It's going to be another delayed handoff to Jaden Thompson. Thompson fighting through arm tackles, able to pick up about 5 yards on the play. So it looks like they're going to give him 4. So about cut it in half there, the yards needed. 2nd and 6 coming up, and now they actually scooted up an extra yard. So it is a 5 yard, so it does split it right in half. 2nd and 5 coming up. Copeland again delayed handoff to Thompson. So we've seen them run the same play on consecutive plays a couple of times tonight. Now a couple of times we've seen it the second time it's called not exactly work out.
Yeah, and right there he was trying to get out. He was trying to get out there to the edge on that one, and just not quite able to make that corner before he's brought down by a couple of Wildcats.
So it will remain 3rd and 5. Well, remain 5 yards to go. Now 3rd down. As they say, Thompson got back to the line of scrimmage with forward progress. Looked like he might have been taken down behind the line, but able to advance the ball just enough. And Maybank might have to call a timeout here. They are going to have to call a timeout to avoid the penalty.
Down to 3 seconds on the play clock. I got a call in on that one. So going to go ahead and use up their first timeout of the half.
We'll just go ahead and stay here for this one right now. I'm not going to lie, I was not ready for it. And then I realized there for a second, I was like, hey, it seems like this is taking a little extra time to get it called. And they agreed, and the clock was winding down. They had to stop it, and that's the way it goes. So don't forget, folks, next week will be the end of the line for this football season. As unfortunately, Panthers not going to qualify for the playoffs this year, but they have got kind of a measuring stick game, one of those games that can build a lot of momentum going into the offseason, as they will be taking on let's just call it what it is, maybe one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the state in the 4A division in the Kilgore Bulldogs. So got a chance to maybe dethrone the King as they're looking forward to a playoff run. So right at about 9 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Copeland takes the 3rd down snap, is looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Going to have to roll out to his right, and not able to get away from the man chasing him down from behind. That's number 32, Elliott Buckleyer, able to come from behind. The sophomore linebacker just catches Copeland from behind again. Copeland, he has no fear. You know what I mean? He's not one of those quarterbacks that worries about what's coming from behind him. He just keeps his eyes downfield, looks for somewhere to go. That time, just not quite able to find the spot before having to get rid of it. So dangerous returner again, number 2, Savorian Martin, going to be deep to return here for the Wildcats.
And we're going to have a botched snap anyway, so it's not going to be a great punt.
Just a good job by Ray to get it off, but Martin is going to field it around the 40. Cuts through a few and able to keep going. He might have another one here, JD.
He sure does. Yep. One man to beat, and he's got it. 2 blockers out in front of him. No one was stopping him on that.
So you do have a flag way back close to midfield, and it looks like there's actually a Panther down as well. So I believe the big return is going to be coming back, as I want to say there's going to be a penalty against the Wildcats here, but not 100% positive. Let's see. Young man down on the field. Looks like he's going to need a little bit of work, so tell you what, while they're checking him out, let's take a very short break. We'll come back right after this. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community.
And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your car to your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts. Back to it here. Cedar Creek Media hanging out at Wildcat Stadium in Palestine. Was just another big return. That was going to be another touchdown for Savorian Martin on another punt return, but it is wiped out. I believe it was a block in the back call that was made. So Palestine going to go to work, toss over to Beckworth. He got past the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to be bobbled up, but somehow able to turn that into a 7-yard gain. So it looked like it was going to be a 3-yard loss, able to turn it into a very positive first down play.
Yeah, really good job letting his blocks kind of set up there. He had to wait till really the last second before he turned on the jets to get upfield on that one. But nice job by him to get up there and get a nice little gain on the first down.
You know, JD, another thing that is similar between these two teams, that these are traditional run-first, wing T, slot T type teams that have gone to the spread over the last couple of years, and you're seeing the potential. Coach Copeland said exactly this at the beginning. He said, we like to spread people out and run the ball. So you see the spread, you kind of expect a lot of passes, but these two teams showing you can effectively run the ball out of the spread, as Brown doing a good job of breaking through. Had to go through about 4 or 5 different tacklers before he just broke out of the pocket and then ends up turning it into a 30-ish yard gain. And a flag as well.
I think I counted 4 flags that just flew there on that play. So
there's definitely a penalty.
There's definitely one on this.
Let's see who it is going to go against. Palestine pointing at Maybank.
I think there might have actually been a late one. I think I saw the 2 flags thrown at first, and then later 2 more flags were thrown. So I'm thinking it could even be offsetting penalties here.
Which could be huge for Palestine, because that was a big play. And if they're offsetting penalties, I believe that brings it all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 1,000. Again, if there's anything that I'm lacking in my sports knowledge, it's rules. I'm a player, not a ruler.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Unless it was a post-play, which I guess we're going to figure out right here. But actually, it's going to go against Palestine. So,
yeah, going over to explain it to Coach Reyes right now, and he is not very happy about it there. You see him right at about the 30-yard line.
He's all the way hollering back.
Yeah, and Coach Reyes is going to have to be careful here as he's way out on the field. Official kind of let it go, but now looking for explanation from somebody else. And yeah.
So both of them must have occurred before the ball was downed, which means, like you were saying, yes, that would offset the penalties, and that would bring them all the way back.
And so I think Palestine's really going to shoot themselves in the foot here because, like you said, I want to say that the first penalty would have gone against – well, if it's offsetting, it almost seems like it would have had to have gone against Palestine, because I think the penalty against Maybank, like you said, would have been a late hit. Does it look like maybe out of bounds already?
It looked like Foot going to get caught with a horse collar tackle.
Okay.
With the way that he brought down Brown.
That would make sense too then. So, yeah.
And then I'm thinking there might have been a little bit of retaliation from a Wildcat after the fact.
So face mask against Palestine. So it was a face mask against Palestine. I didn't see the call against Maybank. Apologize. But it is going to be offsetting, and it is just going to be, after a lot of discussion, going to be a replay down, 2nd and 3 here.
Second. So I'm thinking maybe a stiff arm from Brown, which accidentally got into the face mask as opposed to just on the face mask, is going to result in a penalty there with the horse collar tackle coming from foot. That would be my guess as to what happened.
Yeah, well, they are going to be able to power forward for a first down there, as it was kind of a hot toss over there to Beckworth, but he was able to handle it there and gets enough for the first down. Not by much, but hey, when you're close enough, they go ahead and wave those arms.
Yeah, able to get an extra yard out of it at that. And for some reason, they're not moving the sticks over there. Okay, now they're going to move the sticks.
It was pretty close. I don't know if they were doing the high school version of a measure or what, but you're right. Definitely took a little time, but ball just short of midfield. It's going to be this time Brown is going to keep on that quarterback option before he is forced out of bounds. Just past the 45. Looks like they're going to give him the 44. So to be close to a first down, but not quite enough. Another 7-yard gain on first down for the Wildcats. Consecutive first downs, picking up 7 yards. Looks like they're going to bring out the heavier set here. Receiver number 6, C.J. Jones, coming out number 25. Quinn Marshall, the tight end, coming in, play on that left side. Handoff was to Beckworth, cut back inside, able to pick up 5 on the, 6 on the play, so enough for another first down for the Wildcats.
And Palestine now is rolling here on the offensive side.
Yeah, this is the most movement we've seen from their offense in quite some time. Again, haven't scored an offensive touchdown so far tonight. Brown, hands off, Beckworth trying to find somewhere to go. Got through an arm tackle, but not going to be able to catch the edge, and is finally brought down there. That is number 26, Kaysen. I can never remember Newkirk's first name. I always remember it's Newkirk, but I can never remember Kaysen's first name. I'm sorry, Kaysen. So they give him a yard on the play. So 2nd and 9, just about 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Maybank needing to stop here and catch a couple of touchdowns themselves to get back in the lead of this. Beckworth took the carry that time, and it is going to be enough for a first down. Needed 9, able to pick up 11 on the play.
Yeah, that was some nice hard running right up the middle. Beckworth just put the shoulder down and ran right through.
So another first down for the Wildcats, threatening to score here. We did see him get down close. We saw a goal line set for these guys, but weren't able to score. That's where they came up with that 3 points right before getting that kickoff fumble reception return in the end zone touchdown thing, whatever I'm trying to say. As that time Brown didn't get much.
Yeah, and I mean, he was able to actually completely save that play, as he was able to run through a couple of arm tackles that would have resulted in a loss of a lot right there, as there were multiple Panthers that were living in the backfield on that one. Somehow he's able to make his way all the way back up to the original line, so kind of saved themselves on that one.
A couple of changes on that defense. Let's see what the Wildcats do here. Is it's going to be blown dead again, and timeout going to be taken by the Panthers. So while they take a timeout, we will too. We'll be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Bart's Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
For information on polling locations, visit the district's website at palestineschools.org/bond, palestineschools.org/bond. See you at the polls Tuesday.
All right, we're back here. No, Mr. Announcer Man, you will not be seeing me at the Anderson County polls. But might see me in Henderson. Brown keeps around left side. Defender, the blocker out there on that outside, Beckworth, might have got away with a bit of a hold there, but either way, it is going to be, yes, it is a first down, and we've got late flags flying here. Little pushing and shoving after the fact, I believe, JD.
That's never a good thing for Palestine so far.
Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct going to be called against the Wildcats. So
got him for the unnecessary roughness there, so.
And it's a double-edged sword, double whammy for them there, as they actually didn't pick up the first down. So then the penalty backs them back to the original line of scrimmage and loses the down for them.
Oh, man.
So second down and 10 now coming up for the Wildcats.
Oh, boy.
Actually, drag them back even a little bit more. Okay, now, no, they flipped it over. Okay, so it was a first down. I apologize. So first and 10 now. Brown going to whip one down. Got the completion. Able to step around. Keeps going. And down to the 8-yard line. Number 4, Colt Metters. Few receptions so far tonight, and that might be his best one so far.
Yeah, I mean, there was – he didn't have anybody within like 5 yards of him when he caught that football.
No.
That was some good route running right there.
It looks like there is a Panther down on the field. Looks like it might just be a cramp as they're already getting him stretched out there. Joey Morrison knowing exactly what was going on for him as Breonna Thompson gets out there to take over things. So, tell you what, while they stretch him out, let's take us another very short one. We'll be right back.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
So Hunter Watson was the man down on the turf. It, again, looks like maybe it was just a cramp. He was, after they stretched him a little bit, he immediately was able to stand up and walk off on his own power. So no real harm there. First and goal here for the Wildcats. It is going to be a keep for Brown, and he is going to have a train into the end zone and will score his first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, he's going to go in untouched at that. There was no one that was able to put a hand on him as he waltzed his way into the end zone.
We'll have to double-check for penalties. It's been a pretty penalty-laden game for these Wildcats, but no penalties on the ground. So it is a good touch. Even the scoreboard guy waited and surveyed a little bit before throwing it up there. So going to be the third PAT attempt here for Mr. Colt James. 2 of 2 so far, 1 of 2 on field goals, and now make it 3 of 3 on PATs, and it is a 24-6 advantage. We're going to take another short break. Be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
8 kitchens, 1 yard. Right there in the heart of Maybank, the truck yard brings it all together. From smash burgers and tacos to lighter bites and loaded spuds, Mediterranean plates, hot wings, Cajun classics, fresh sandwiches, hibachi and sushi, even a boba tea to wash it all down. The truck yard's where Maybank comes together. Neighbors, families, and friends all gathering to share good food from one place. It's the Maybank Truck Yard, where Maybank comes to eat.
24-6 the advantage for Palestine here at home tonight on their senior night. Of course, don't forget, folks, senior night for your Panthers will be next Thursday. I almost said next Friday, but it is a Thursday nighter next week to end the season against the Kilgore Bulldogs. If you want to give a senior shout-out to your senior, go ahead and email that to us at ccmsportsproductions@gmail.com. We'll get it taken care of for you. As the good kick there by Colt James going to be fair caught by Bryson Morris at about the 2 to 3 yard line. One good thing, and I haven't mentioned it so far, of course, Bryson missed the last couple of weeks after taking a pretty big shot. Don't remember what game it was. Was it? I can't remember exactly what game it was, but he did take one. And so he was on some crutches for a couple of weeks, but obviously is a full go this week, has been a full go this week, and has been out there contributing. So they've got the ball. Okay, there we go. I was wondering, they had the chain set back where the ball was fair caught. And, of course, in high school football, if you fair catch behind the 25, or excuse me, behind the 20, it will be brought up to the 20. Copeland hands off to Thompson. Thompson has some space going through the middle. Let's see if he can get around, and is going to finally be taken down at about the 38-yard line. Ball came out way beyond the fact, or way after the fact. So no problems there. And all the way down to the 38. All the way down to the 38-yard line, and Maybank going to go fast here.
I believe that is the biggest play for Maybank so far, and they're going to give it right back to him.
And this time nowhere to
not
go.
Able to get anything out of it, but a flag going to be thrown here on this close side, so we shall see.
See, he kind of threw it right at James Porter. I didn't see. And it is going to be a hold called. Of course, don't give us the number, so can't swear that it was James, but it did look like the flag was pretty much thrown directly at him. So that is going to be a loss of 10 here for the Panthers, so it'll now be 1st and 20. Replay the down. About 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter, so Maybank still has time to creep their way back into this one, but going to have to go to work here. Need to put points on the board on this drive. As Copeland going to survey, looking, throwing down. And how about that? Coming back to make the catch there. Number 3, Bryson Morris. And that's exactly why you don't want him to be on the sideline of those crutches. He comes back, makes a great play. And that will get the Panthers close to the red zone here. Going to be down to the 26. So
I'll tell you what, that was one of the few times that old curse actually came out to work in your favor there. As, boy, you were just talking about him.
Hey, I'll take that. It's Copeland this time going to be flushed out to the right, still trying to find somewhere, launches it down, and penalty flag going to be coming up.
It comes in late, but it does come.
Well, official was trying to get it out of his pocket and had to go for it about 3 or 4 times.
And that is going to be a PI in the end zone. So that could be a really big one.
It should put the Panthers in a very good situation here, as I believe it's still just going to be, and again, that's, you know, and I've said this last year. Oh, they're going to wave it off. They're going to say the feet got caught. And so no completion, no penalty, and it'll be now 2nd down.
Well, I've been on pretty much the same page with him all night long, but I might have to disagree a little bit on that one.
Such a ticky-tack foul, and, you know, feet are banging around on each other all the time, and it just is what it is sometimes. It's Copeland. This time going to hand off to Thompson, trying to get around the left side. Kind of got swung around, regained his position, and that is actually going to end up being a detriment. And whoa, we got a fight going on the field, or we got punches being thrown on the field. John Morrow very smartly stands up, walks away as a Palestine player goes berserk on him there. That's number 45, Jimmy Green. And he is going to be ejected from this ball game. No, they haven't said it yet, but it will for sure be an ejection for Green.
I mean, you can't be throwing punches in a high school game. So,
and we'll see. I mean, again, I didn't see it until what was going on there with Green. Morrow was the one he was going after, and there's some discussion going on between the officials. So let's see what they come up with here.
I think they're trying to decide whether or not there's some offsettings here. Maybe there's somebody from both sides that needs to be tossed. But
and again, John, as soon as that got kind of extra physical, popped up, put his hands straight up in the air, and started walking towards the sideline. So smartest play he could have made. Again, Green, a sophomore, Morrow, a senior. So that's just kind of one of those senior savvy moments right there. But those Texas high school officials, man, they're got a pretty keen eye for what goes on. So let's see what they come up with here. I think he's trying to turn on the microphone here. He's saying 2 fouls. So personal foul, defense. Personal foul, offense. So offsetting.
15-yard penalty.
So wow. So just offset. I'm sorry, I kind of got quiet there for a second, but kind of dumbfounded. Offsetting penalties, but no ejection and no further action.
I do believe number 45 has been ejected from the football game. I did see him do the ejection sign.
Okay. Well, if he's ejected, he shouldn't be on the sideline. He should be walked off. So not exactly sure why that's not happening.
Did see Coach take his helmet, and now you see him unstrapping his stuff. But, yeah, you're right. He's not supposed to even be on the sideline anymore.
Huh. All right. So, again, I'll have to go back, and I'll be honest, after these games, especially the last couple of weeks, I haven't really gone back and watched them afterwards. Might have to go back and go check that one out. Might have to go see that one because – again, I didn't see what happened. Not saying nothing did happen, but I didn't really see what would have caused the offsetting there. But either way, we're back to it here. First down, Copeland, and takes the snap, rolls out to his left, and there's going to be more laundry on the field. And JD, I might be crazy, but I think there was a couple of players that did as well. It almost sounded like maybe there's an inadvertent whistle somewhere there. As I know, it sounded like I heard a whistle as there's going to be a hold.
Whoa. For a holding of 15?
It's exactly he must have meant 10. We're going to have to pay attention to make sure that's what they mean, what they do, but again, it almost sounded like an inadvertent whistle there. It looked like a couple of players stopped and looked around. So not exactly sure what would have been there, as it is marked as a 10-yard penalty. You're right. He did announce it as a 15, but they at least get it correct while marking it. So still first down, 1st and 20 here now. Copeland takes the snap, hands off to Thompson. Thompson again going testing that left side and gets his feet knocked out from underneath of him. Kind of a scary looking play, if we're being honest. Kind of looked like he almost got folded from back and behind, but he popped up no problem. And we'll see if the Panthers decide to try and run another play here before the quarter runs out. 10 seconds remaining now. And they will not. So that is the way the third quarter is going to end. Palestine on top of this one, 24-6. Go ahead and take another short break. We'll be right back right after this on Cedar Creek Media.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro. Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Maybank Athletics.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Well, right as we were about to come back, Maybank quickly got back onto the field and ran a play. Jackson Copeland looking downfield, threw one up and threw it into traffic and threw it to the wrong colored jersey. Turnover, interception. Palestine's going to take over from their own, what is that, 28?
28-yard line, yes, sir.
Yep, Jackson just, again, trying to press a little bit, get the ball downfield and get his team back in position to try and put some points on the board. And that time, just too many maroon jerseys in the area. That's going to be a tough one. So Wildcats back to work here with the offense. Handed off to Beckworth. Beckworth plows forward for about 3 yards on the play. At this point, the Wildcats probably going to be satisfied to keep the ball on the ground and try and run out as much of this clock as possible. Wouldn't expect to see them snap the ball too quickly in the count either. It looks like Beckworth actually came up a little lame after that play, JD, so they're going to send in the sophomore running back, number 14, Zadarian Cummings, their second leading running back. Well, fool me, Brown looking to throw, still trying to find somewhere to go, and oh my goodness, just throws it downfield there, and oh man, one of my favorites out there. And be honest, a guy that we absolutely love, Connor Santoro, a little distracted with talking with the lineman while the play was going, ends up having the quarterback right behind him, never even turns around, just kind of standing there chatting there for a second. And the quarterback throws a laser from right behind him with absolutely not even a thought from Connor. So that is a big play and a first down for the Wildcats. Going to be a toss out to the right, squirting through for no gain, but keeping it from being a loss there is Cummings. So good job by him just to find some space. And now
we've got another fight that breaks out on that one, as number 14 this time is Arian Cummings.
Getting on Joey Morrison. And Coach Reyes is not happy.
Going to have the possible second ejection from the game.
Oh, it's not possible. It is a second ejection. He is unbuckling and getting ready, and Braylon Beckworth saying, "I'm good, Coach. Put me out there."
Of course, both ejections still sitting on the sideline, though.
Yeah, he's at least got his pads off there. So it will be another penalty and another ejection for the Wildcats. So they're going to be doing it down a couple of their youngsters who are going to have to learn to keep their temper during a game,
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I mean, there's really no need for it when you are up 24-6 as they are right now.
Yeah.
As it doesn't do anything but hurt you while you're ahead. So
That's exactly. And again, I've got a soft spot in my heart for Palestine. I'm not saying that, matter of fact, I guess you could probably say I am probably a little more critical of them than I would be some of our other opponents, just because I do care about this program as well. I spent time here. Know Coach Reyes really well. I know Miss Lovelace, the PR director here, really well. I know Tony Watson, their broadcaster, and he's also a pastor out here. I've got a rapport with these people. You know what I mean? These are great folks, and so that's the only reason why I say is it's kind of a black mark on a good win for this program. So you hate to see it, and you want to see these guys, grow and do that, and get themselves better. Again, a couple of young guys, both those guys sophomores, so just going to have to kind of grow up a little bit. But again, I trust this coaching staff. He's got a bunch of good guys down there on that sideline with him, just Coach Reyes. So just going to have to coach it out of him, I guess. Brown, the lefty, looking to launch one, launches it down, and that's going to be a penalty. Yep. I saw that one before the flags even came out. Tristan Jones was beat on the play and just had to reach out and grab it.
A penalty on Palestine was missed on that one, as the entire right side of the line was not even set before the ball was snapped.
Oh.
So they're gonna get away with that one, unfortunately, as with that pass interference, that's going to move them 15 yards down the field.
Darrell Aldridge, the only Panther that seems to know that.
15 yards from the previous spot.
Well, in fairness, until a few years ago, that wasn't the case. It used to be a spot foul, but now that was just such a big advantage for offenses. I mean, you could get a 60, 70-yard swing on a pass that probably realistically wasn't catchable. So it was one of the few times that they've made a rule change in football that I really do agree with, because that was always just such a big penalty. So 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. It's going to be another handoff to Beckworth, and Beckworth going to fall forward for a couple of yards. So Palestine not exactly in front of the chains here, but not behind them. 2nd and 8 coming up. And most importantly, keeps that clock moving for them.
Absolutely. That's the story right now. I mean, you've already got the lead, and you're up by multiple scores, so just eat as much time away as you can.
So interesting here on 2nd and 8, number 3, Don Brooks, already calling for the ball before it snapped, saying Tristan Jones cannot cover him. So let's see what Tristan does. Does a pretty good job of jamming him up, but going to be a little overthrown there by Brown.
Yeah, I tell you what, a better throw on that one, and
probably gets him.
Yeah, he wasn't lying.
Well, again, Tristan did a pretty good job of jamming him there at the line, but you can just tell there's a speed difference there. That's just what it is. Don Brooks obviously has got a bit more fly to him. So Jones is actually going to be switched over into the slot position on that far side. Wayne Langford going to come down, take over that spot. Jackson Copeland in the middle over there. They try and swing it out to Savorian Martin, and Martin can't get his fingers around it. Kind of a little offline on the throw there was Brown. So they'll now bring up 4th and 8. And Palestine going to have another decision here. Probably not going to be too tough of a decision, as I would imagine they'd be going for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason right now not to.
Other than the fact that I'm about out of my strawberry banana body armor. And I can use another one. Can't do that until after this is up. So Brown, Servan looked to his left and went back to the right, and there's just several white jerseys there. That play didn't have a chance. So got it over to number 6 there, C.J. Jones. But Jones was immediately surrounded, and it will be a turnover on downs. Did you hear the English come out of me there for a second?
It'll be a turnover on downs.
I wasn't going to say nothing about it, man. I was going to let you have it.
Well, I mean, I don't even understand that. I mean, sometimes the country slips out, but I don't know where the where the Cockney came from there. But anyway, I don't even know my English dialects. I think that was Cockney. I don't really know. So 8 and change left here. Copeland hands off to Thompson. Thompson bounced around that right side, found about 3 yards off of the edge before being brought down. So 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Panthers, trying to find some points. Draw it in just a little bit closer here. As it stands right now, it's looking like Palestine pretty much in the driver's seat for their first win of the year. As Copeland drops back and has that pass batted and tipped and picked. That is number 21, Cason Applewhite, right? In that, yep, Cason Applewhite with the pick 6. And he was a sophomore making plays back when I was here, and now as a senior making big plays still. There is flags flying in the end zone. I think excessive celebration going to be assessed against the Wildcats. But
yeah, you also had a bunch of sideline players run on to celebrate with him. You had one of the ejected players. The ejected players run on there. Goodness gracious.
So
granted, it doesn't really matter anyway.
I guess if, again, these two teams battling up over the next few years. So I guess and I say this in no mean way, don't take it the wrong way or anything like that, but if it's your one win of the year, you're gonna savor this. You're gonna, you know what I mean? Again, I ain't saying it rudely, so if Palestine fans don't come at me, it's not how I mean it. As James knocks that one through the uprights. Now, what would that make him? 4 for 4 on the night on PATs. But, yeah, I think they're just enjoying this one a little bit, and it's gotten a little rambunctious for them. Let's take another short break before the kickoff, and we'll be right back right after this.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
All right, Palestine capping off a INT pick 6 with the James extra point. Now James going to be doing the kickoff duties here. Interesting approach. There's nobody behind the 25-yard line. As Foot going to collect it at about the 20. Trying to find somewhere to go. Again, going to go backwards, lowers the shoulder, and is not going to get any further than the 25. So Maybank will be starting at that 25-yard line. 75 yards to go to pay dirt to try and bring this one a little bit closer.
I'll tell you what, you've bragged on him a couple times, but right there, Colt James, 15-yard penalty that he had to kick through, and he's still able to get it all the way out there, and they're able to pin him on the 25, which is where they start normally on a kickoff. So that's quite the leg that kid has.
My brain is just going, JD. I forgot all about the penalties. That's why nobody was past the 25. So handoff to Thompson, doesn't go anywhere, stacked up at the line.
I think he even lost a yard on it.
Yeah, I think you're right. So second and 11 now. Let's see, we've got somebody, Sosa Canales, going to be coming in to take his first snap at running back tonight. Thompson going to get a chance to catch a little break here. Copeland takes the snap, looking for somewhere to go. Going to have to step up in the pocket, nowhere to go. Going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I tell you what, they just ran that defensive play with 10 people on the ball field.
Oof.
As the 11th man came running on the sideline, didn't even have his helmet on yet. So that kind of goes to show you what's happening right now.
Yeah, and it was the same man causing the disruption that just had the interception return, Applewhite. So 3rd and 12. They actually said Copeland did lose a yard. So Copeland, again, going to try and find somewhere to go. Going to launch downfield, and it's going to be well overthrown. He's trying to get it over to Wayne Langford. Not quite able to judge the distance on that one. Just a little overshot, and it's 4th down. Going to be sending out the punt unit again.
Another quick 3 and out for the Panthers. And, yeah, like you said, punt unit comes back out for – man, I don't even know how many – I don't know which time it is for the night.
It feels like we're getting close to the double digits.
Yeah.
I know we're not, but it feels like we are.
Boy, have we seen a lot of them. Let's put it that way.
So Palestine has called off the Dogs, or the Red Raider, as we should say. Savorian Martin not going to be back deep to return this one, but before that, Maybank going to take their final timeout. So tell you what, JD, let's go ahead and take another one with them. We'll be right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Maybank Athletics.
Fourth down coming up. Ray Brager.
They're actually going to run a fake here.
Yeah, they are. Let's see. It's going to be a pass back. Brager gets the completion to Tristan Jones, and Jones breaks through, still going, and able to fight through the tackle and in for the touchdown. There is a flag back way back. So let's see what happens. But as of right now, it is a passing touchdown for Ray Brager to Tristan Jones, and did they pick up the – okay, they did. Okay, maybe I was seeing this kid throwing a football, and it wasn't a flag that I saw out of my corner of my eye there. So it does go down as a touchdown. So Ray Brager, with his first passing touchdown of the night, goes to Tristan Jones.
There you go.
The night of the season.
Of the season, yeah. I mean, kind of a weird one when your quarterback's not the one that has the only passing touchdown of the game, huh?
So it is going to be the offense here. Going to go for 2.
And it is going to be Sosa Canales in at running back.
Yeah, so we'll have to check in on Thompson, see if there's something there. Copeland awaits the snap, he thought about throwing, and is going to throw into the middle and has it complete. Gavin Foote able to tack on the extra 2. So 31-14 now the score. Let's step aside, take another very short break. Be right back right after this.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Maybank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Maybank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Maybank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
Well, how about that, JD? A little trickeration from the Panthers results in points. 80-plus yard, well, no, not 70-plus yard touchdown strike there for Ray Brager. Now going to be kicking off, and he kind of pooches one, gets a high bounce, but Palestine able to fall, or not even fall on top of it, able to field it cleanly there. Number 19, Cowan Thomason, able to collect it. Going to be just short of midfield. Palestine going to be starting from their own 48-yard line, nursing a 31-14 lead with just a little over half. Oh my goodness, if I can talk here. A few seconds over 5.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 5:35 to be exact. So Brown going to be leading the troops back on. Keeps going around that left side, threw a pretty nasty stiff arm before stepping out of bounds. So Wayne able to corral him out, but unfortunately had to wear a pretty big one right to the chest there.
Mm-hmm. Well, not even to the chest. He wore that one to the face mask.
But it just kind of tells you how tough Wayne is that he ate a stiff arm like that and still able to corral the man out of bounds. So Wayne's just one of those guys that, he's a thinner, body build or whatever, but he's just got unnatural strength for his size.
Tough as nails,
ridiculous.
too.
Yeah. So second down. This time Brown loses the ball, and it's going to be collected by the Panthers. Are they going to say down? They're not saying.
He was down. They're saying that it is Maybank ball.
Okay.
He's just saying that he's down. There was nothing afterwards.
Scared me there.
Peyton Nottingham able to fall on the ball on the ground. And so just like that, Maybank Panthers with the ball back.
Hey, put a score up here, back to a two-possession game. Still got 5 and change left on the board, so let's see what they can come up with now. Copeland, surveying, clean pocket this time. Going to throw it down, has one-on-one coverage, and that is going to be a flag. So threw it up to the one-on-one, as he said, and Gavin Foote going to get locked up by, is that Cook over there? Is that number 5 or is that number 8?
Number 5.
Number 5. So that is Ashton Cook. Just too physical before the ball had the chance to get in the area there. And still some talk going on here. Palestine pleading their case down there.
Defensive pass interference on the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down.
So 15 yards and a free first down for the Panthers.
And they're going to be set up quickly to go here once again.
Copeland again going to be surveying. This time has to step up in the pocket. Breaks through this time before getting close to a first down and out of bounds.
I think he might have actually got the first down. I think he just stepped across the marker before he went out.
Just enough. I think you're exactly right. Runs the clock right underneath 5 minutes, 4:59. The clock is stopped. So 1st and 10. Looks like it's still Sosa Canales out there with Copeland. And this time he's got a man kind of underthrown. Morris!
Holy cow, he came up with that.
Holy goodness, Bryson Morris able to come up with the circus catch there on the 1 yard line. Had to fade back into the defender.
That was some unreal hang time.
But
oh,
there's
no.
a flag. Oh, I didn't see it till late, JD. Oh, man. Catch of the year. Looks like
Just
it might be
wiped
erased.
Yeah, looks like just wiped away after that. Oh.
Wasn't incomplete, announcer man.
No, it was not incomplete.
Oh, unsportsmanlike going to go against Palestine, so it's going to stand,
Whoa.
JD. All right. It looked like it was in the backfield, so it looked like it was going to be kind of in the range of a holding. But they're setting the ball. Oh, okay, excuse me. I saw the line stop on the 4. I was going to say it was obviously at the 1-inch line. Bryson not enjoying the spot there. He thought he had the touchdown, but it is a good spot. Handoff going to go. Oh, no, excuse me. It was Copeland. I think he was expecting something different
And
there.
they're going to catch it over there. I saw it happen. That's going to be offsides on the defense. And somebody was trying to time it off of the edge, and I think that they were just a little bit too quick.
So that will, if that's what they agree with, then it looks like he started to put the hands on the hips. Let's see if he gives the official call here. Okay, I don't think you need to look over there to see if he wants to accept the penalty. It's either lose 2 yards or get a half a yard. So that's exactly it. So half the distance, and from the 2-foot line means it's going to move up about a foot. And basically, if you can move the ball 6 inches here, you can
Tell
get
you
it
what,
on.
I mean, we haven't seen them do it all year, but right now you might even want to go under center and just kind of fall forward.
And they're going to hand it to Sosa Canales, and Palestine's defense just right there immediately. Going to be a 2-yard loss back to the 3-yard line.
Got some
and
pushing
more
and
flags.
shoving once again. Number 7 over there on the far side, Khalil Davis. A little bit of after the play altercation going on.
So this fourth quarter being drug out by penalties for sure. And again, Palestine clock operation is.
I guess they're going to say that they're offset, so it will be a loss of 2 yards there. Well, I guess 3 yards technically, as they were pretty much on the goal line.
Yeah. And it looks like a timeout going to be called by Palestine. Coach Reyes wants a second to talk things over with his crew. Lots of unsportsmanlike penalties, and he is about done with it. While they take a short one, we're going to take a 15-second timeout and be right back after this.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
So in a game that's gotten a little chippy here in the later stages, 4 minutes, 22 seconds left to go. Maybank on the cusp of getting another touchdown here. Had it all the way down inside of the 1-yard line. Loss of a couple on that last play. And then offsetting penalties have set it back up at 2nd and 3. Still Sosa Canales in the backfield with Copeland. Copeland surveying, flips it into the end zone for a touchdown. Wayne Langford going to have his first of the night, and that is 6 points on the board for the Panthers. Let's see if they keep the offense out there, and it looks like that is exactly what they're going to do. Looks like they're not going to mess with the gate or anything. They're going to go ahead and go straight to the splits. Looks like Palestine going to have to substitute a corner over there, one of their guys. Hobbling a little bit. Good job of the coaches to catch that. Copeland going to swing it out immediately to the outside to Langford, and Langford is going to have it. So 2 more points added to the board for the Panthers. And it's going to be, or Are they saying he didn't get in? I mean, that looked like he walked in there. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they did.
They put it up there, yep.
They gave the signal. All right, so 22-31, 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in this ball game. But this is where having to call all those timeouts early in the half really hurts Maybank. No timeouts remaining. Palestine still with 2. And Maybank going to have to get a stop, get a score, and get another stop and get another score all within those 4 minutes without being able to stop the clock. So it is definitely a challenge, but Palestine kind of the I don't want to say undisciplined, but that's kind of unfortunately the word for it, kind of the undisciplined second half here has been letting Maybank stay right in this thing.
Well, granted you say that, but I mean they're only just now back to where they were at halftime. So.
Letting them back into this thing, I guess, is the better way. You're absolutely right. So let's see what kind of kickoff approach they decide to go with here. They are just going to shoot one over. It touched a Palestine player and finally is going to be recovered and taken out of bounds there.
Forgot I had a job to do there for a second.
Nope, you're good. Trust me, I get it. So Palestine has the job of just holding on to the football, limit the mistakes, try and run this clock out, or at least as much of it as possible. Now don't forget their bell cow running back, Braylon Beckworth. He did have, it looked like maybe a bit of an ankle or something going on there.
He is back out there, however.
He is. So let's see what he can do with his extra few snaps here. They're going to hand it to him immediately, and he is going to break through the line and be able to pick up right at about 4 yards there on first down.
Yeah, that was some really strong running out of him too, as he was met with a lot of contact, and he just kept those legs running.
So to bring up 2nd and 6 now, clock under 4 minutes to go. Again, Maybank will only have the 2-minute timeout to work with to get this clock stopped. And Palestine in no rush to get these plays called, under 10 seconds on the play clock. Brown takes the snap, and he kept it on the read option. Well read there by Darryl Aldridge. It's going to end up being a loss of 4. And we'll put Palestine back at the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. Got to stand up, JD. I've been sitting all day. So again, Palestine taking their time, as they should, get this play call in. Seven seconds remaining on the play clock. Got to go quickly now if you're the Wildcats. They do get it, and it's going to be Brown just streaking to the outside, and he has got a ton of green grass in front of him. Good job there by Camden O'Valley, just able to dive in front and get him to stop. Brown actually, if we're being honest with each other, I think Brown realized he didn't want to score a touchdown there, just wanted to keep the clock rolling.
Yeah, but he stopped himself there because even adding more yards, that just – further hurts yourself, as you're going to need, I think, 2 more, at least 1 more first down to be able to close this one out here. So,
and they're going to let it run down to the 2-minute timeout as well. So that is all they're going to have to do is probably pick up that 1 first down, as you said. So it is 31-22, 2 minutes left to go. This should be the last clock stoppage. We're going to go ahead and stop with them and come right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with
New and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your car to your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And they are just going to go ahead and kneel this one out, JD. And, Maybank can't stop the clock. And that should be enough to be able to chew off the rest of the clock. Might have a second or two to work with if you're the Panthers, but probably not. Really, I'm trying to think. What is it? So it's 80, 160 seconds. So that's, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So, yeah, no. Maybank not going to be able to stop this. So that is just going to be the way it is. So Palestine going to get their first win of the year, 31-22 over your Panthers. And, again, Javante Rose trying to go back and make a play there.
Yeah, well, the quarterback was refusing to actually take
kneel.
the knee there.
First, it
kind of do something.
I thought he had already kneed and then got back up, and then I realized the refs weren't freaking out about it, so he must have not taken a knee. And I think that is exactly what the ref is telling Brown right now. Like, hey, if you're gonna knee it, go ahead and drop to the knee there. And let's get this thing over with, because it is 3rd down right now. Clock now officially under 40 seconds. Oh, I did never start the clock again. Sorry, folks. But we're under 40 seconds here. So one more knee is going to do it. Again, season is going to come to an end for your Panthers next Thursday, as they'll be at home taking on the Kilgore Bulldogs. It will be senior night at Maybank, or at the Panther Stadium. So make sure y'all come out, support these guys. They've put a lot of years into this Maybank program. Doesn't always go exactly the way, of course, you would want it to, but that doesn't it's not for a lack of trying or effort or anything like that. So make sure you support these guys every chance you get. And one of the big ways you can do that is come out for senior night. So
absolutely.
If you are a family, friend, or anything, or let's not do for if it's a real good friend, y'all can send it to me. Let's not open it up too crazy. But if you're family, extended family, that kind of thing of a senior here at Maybank High School, of course, you can send those senior shout-outs to us. That's something we do, free of charge. I know a lot of people try and, charge for that kind of stuff. We don't. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's not going to go into other people's business models, but that's just not something we do. So, free senior shout-outs, y'all just send them over to me, ccmsportsproductions@gmail.com. I'll get those all compiled up and put together, and we'll have us a great final home game of the season, as this was the last away game and the last Friday game of the season. So, JD, as quick as it got here, it feels like it is gone just as quickly, but again, it's always nice getting to share a booth with you. We'll be rolling into basketball season here pretty shortly. And then, of course, into baseball. We're going to try and do some soccer and stuff as well this year. So, there's a lot of things on the horizon. It's been a tough fall for us. Didn't get to do as much volleyball as we wanted to this year and things like that. So it's been kind of tough for us as a company, you know what I mean? But thanks to the great support of our sponsors and, the people, the Panther faithful and Coach Copeland and all the other coaches and everybody that's, really been in our corner. Miss Copeland, Miss Lisa, she's been awesome for us. Miss Christina, the guys out there on the field embracing us. It's been great. So even though we haven't got to do quite as much as we wanted to this year, we've just got let's be real. The reason why is because we've got a lot of big plans and a lot of big things worked up for in the future, and it all takes money, JD. So it all takes money. So we're trying to build this thing up. Again, if you're out there and you own a business or anything like that, and you want to sponsor with us, we'd appreciate it. Again, it only grows to make this bigger and better and bigger and stronger for the all of our Panthers of different sports and that kind of thing. So we always appreciate any kind of support we can get, and in turn we turn around and dump it right back into these guys, So
that's exactly right.
All right, so again, final from Wildcat Stadium here in Palestine tonight, 31-22. Palestine gets their first win of the year, and Maybank falls to 2-7. We'll have the finale of the year next week, 7:30 Thursday at Panther Stadium. And until then, we'll see you next time. I'm Taylor Honey.
I'm JD Bird.
We're Cedar Creek Media.